Well, I see it. I'm going to have to change the sound setting. No. I'm going to have to change something to test the audio, probably. Or I can just risk... yeah, okay. I heard audio at all. That's... fine. I'll just let it sit there and run. Then. That's fine. I'm just grinding. And figured I might as well test this while I was at it. Of course, now I gotta get comfortable again. I was hunching doing that. Oh, I guess I count as my own viewer. Okay. Advantage of playing an NES game, the emulator only takes up a portion of my screen, so I can actually have other shit open and see what's going on. Hard to do that with full screen games and just one monitor. Anyway, I have grinding to do. I'm not level 30 yet. Meaning, I'm going to go run around in circles around Canton. I did test whether or not it was... Hi, Mark. Yeah, go back to work. I did test whether or not it was better to level around Cantlin, which is easier than the bottom of the Dragonlord's castle. And while there are more XP per fight to be had, I have to keep stopping and healing or load because I died because a fight did not go well. And I don't have that problem around Cantlin. So it ends up being more efficient with my time. Because I can have the stream open in the background, I can also see how much of a lag there is between what I'm seeing and what you are. Also, I see that Haas00312 followed me, so good luck with that. I don't know how that'll work out for you, but thanks, I guess. I do not need your money. If I could get metal slimes more consistently, I would run around down here where you can find them, but I can't, so no. They're worth the most of anything that isn't... Does the Dragonlord even give you XP? Maybe. I don't remember. But down a little farther south from where I am, actually a couple steps south, the area where I can get these. Like I was trying to say before I distracted myself. Okay, I will deal with it that way. I won't complain. The 115 experience is the most of anything that isn't the Dragonlord, because the red dragons in the bottom of the castle give 100, and they're the most I can get more regularly. But they're also not low effort. I really don't mind them wasting their turn casting a spell that won't matter. The ones that heal themselves just piss me off because they drag shit out. The sleeping doesn't help either. And both do happen in the castle too. But I can just heal myself by walking out here. I did level 22 out here. I made the observation that, you know, it seems like this is more efficient with my time than the castle would be, even though they're higher XP. Because in that whole level, I had to heal myself once out here. I don't have to now. Or I haven't gotten so unlucky that I've had to. Level 23 I tested in the castle, and then level 24 I did a comparison against it. I knew I was going to level up, and testing the harder place first at the lower level when it was harder against the easier place when it would be slightly easier, the discrepancy wouldn't have stood out as much. And it took 35 minutes between leaving our starting castle and having to cast outside because I was out of magic and herbs to heal myself and needed healing. Meaning I needed to leave and go restore my magic and spend the time walking to an inn and back. And since the levels are the same size right now, 4,000 XP, I just timed from the castle down to here, and until I had the same number of experience I had when I had to stop the last one. How long did it take? And it took 31 minutes. So, yeah. Fewer XP per fight, but fewer interruptions, and the fights take less time. There is a little corner down here that is a slightly easier zone, but this is the hardest area fight-wise on the surface. Dungeons are different. One of these was holding the princess. Now I can two-shot them reliably. Oh, levels. You make a difference. Which is why I'm grinding my way to max level before I go fight the Dragonlord. Because the extra hit points and magic matter, but also, you know, hitting harder and maybe dodging more also make it easier. These are the most obnoxious ones over here. Of course, the bird bastards in any section are obnoxious because healing themselves. There are upgrades from the Green Dragon. There's a blue on the way down. There's a red at the bottom. The wizard that I see infrequently that's worth 50 is also there. And no, what I'm doing is not particularly exciting. I have been listening to podcasts to keep myself entertained while I do that. I have run out of new podcasts. Or new episodes of podcasts I already listen to. There are plenty of new to me podcasts out there that I'm just not wading into. But I have videos recorded of the not grinding all the way up to getting the sword, which is an episode for days from now on the YouTube. But this is how I'm spending my time to get to what will be the final episode, which is the Dragonlord. And yeah, these guys, they're worth the most of everybody and have generally been the lowest concern. Because while Hurt More can hit harder than other stuff, they're still kind of squishy casters comparatively. Like, when I got over here, they were still a, problem. But yeah. I get to run around in circles until the experience also says 655.35. Because that's where things cap out in this old NES game. Originally, the point of being and testing over here, beyond it being the hardest area on the surface, is that unlike with being in Charlock, the final castle, you have an inn right there. So you don't have to spend the time, well, you cast outside. You have the magic left to do that. But hiking your way over to, what is that, Ramuldar? The one where you get the magic keys that isn't locked behind a key door. So having to hike the way over, stay at the inn, hike my way back over and down, and then start up again. Yeah, it's just right there. Not that I need it, but it's there. Now it's just that these are the hardest fights I can get on the surface, and it happens to be convenient. Once I'm over here anyway. It's not convenient to get to. There aren't any difficult areas in proximity to the starting castle. And, yeah, having Erdrick's armor means I heal a hit point every step, so at this point, I'm mostly just maintaining myself. Last level, I had it actually get below 100 a bit, but I got better. I figured me doing something monotonous that was going to happen anyway would be a good test of what I think of the streaming on Twitch, because I've streamed on YouTube, I know how that works. And without more complicated software that I don't want to have to deal with, it's an either or. Not that I couldn't record this and upload it to both YouTube after. But seeing how engaging with stuff once it's done is also part of seeing how this all works. Why are you giving me achievements for benign ass shit, Twitch? Like, thanks, I don't care? Do people need to be rewarded with the excessive gamifying of that? I don't know. I am walking around in a circle to make a boss fight easier. Well, it's a rectangle, but you can't do circles on this. You have the 4 directions. You do not get mixing of them. Flappy bastards. Delaying the inevitable. And level 29 to 30 is a short one, because this one will be the 4,000 that the one before it was, and the one before that was, and back a few now. But I hit 30 at 655.35, which is significantly less than 4K after hitting 29. Context. Yeah. I will be at 62 when I hit 29, and it's not that far off, but it is truncated. Doesn't actually matter. I already have the one thing that would have been relevant for. Also, I'm just a spell away, really. Number of steps doesn't matter. This is how the past few days for me have been, gaming-wise. Haven't done any other gaming. I've been walking around in this fucking not a circle to the exclusion of other gaming just to get it done. And I try and stay in the forest because it has a slightly higher encounter rate than the grassland. Hills will be higher, but They also slow down your movement in this game, so counterproductive that way. The most I've seen their hurt more do, or anyone's hurt more do, is 30. I know, or based on observation, no implies I've actually looked into the code and see like numbers confirming things. Their spells do less maximum than mine do, maximum. But I don't know by how much. I don't know how much their heal more to themselves actually heals them, and it doesn't tell us. I've seen mine do about 100. And my hurt more is hitting them with Erdrick's sword. Because it hurts more. And no, this test is not happening at a particularly convenient time to any of the people I know, because the ones in the US have jobs, and it's like work time or sleep time, depending on which friend it is. So, not super helpful there. Other folks, well, harder to say. This is more just a, I need to get this done, and I'm awake to do it, so... Oh well. And since I think mouth noises, especially eating and drinking noises into a mic, are disgusting, I will try and mute my mic when I drink my coffee and whatnot. Like just now. Also, the mic gets in the way, so I have to move it anyway, which is a helpful physical reminder that mute it before you move it. And I didn't bother to advertise that I was doing this on any of my social media, so even the friends that are available don't actually know I'm doing it. Maybe I should do that. I have a message I could put up. pausing things, except I'm not away from my keyboard. I'm just opening a different window in my browser. I have no idea what to link to. That doesn't help. Alright, well that's one of the things I need to learn anyway. What would I guess if I just do that. And stop that. Mute that. Yep. Okay. I see you. I am learning things. Decided to test Twitch. Streaming while finishing grinding Dragon Warrior to level 30. Paste a link. There. And yeah, I do not want to get. I forgot that that was my icon and that it expands it when I see it on Twitter. Okay. I'm closing that. I do not want to be distracted by the Twitter. Okay. Back to running around in another circle. And I'm also in that position that I shouldn't be sitting in because I do that to type. Because I push it out of the way when I'm using a controller-based game, which this is. It actually took a few tries to get a controller that I liked for playing console games via emulator, because doing it with keyboard was, no, it's not working for me. One was too small, I think. One just didn't feel right. I think one was actually just made poorly and didn't actually control well. This is just a watch attack one that looks like a PS2 controller. Feels kind of like a PS2 controller in size and shape and does the job just fine. And I say PS2 controller because that's the most recent one I've got or have had. And I am sitting back so I don't fuck up my back any more than it already is. Good job, me. Okay. That wasn't... Okay. closing in on 29. Sometimes it does that little hiccup in sound for me, but that's the emulator, and it's not super obvious, so it doesn't bother me a whole lot. But sometimes it does have a little stagger. That's what I call it anyway. I don't know if that's actually even related to what the technical term would be, because I don't know what it is. Did it again. It's like it skips a beat. One more fight, and then I'll be a slightly truncated level away. Coco. I don't need to top off, but I might as well. Not gonna make the hike all the way back to do the official save. And now, 3,500. could go test down there. Since in another level I'm going to be down there again. Compare against how I was doing before. Yeah, you're the spell I want. Because that's as close as I can get. Well, it is also close if I didn't have to walk around to get to it. But I do. And I will get the official save that I have yet to need, but I like having the backup. You are hiccuping on your music slightly more than usual. Though, that's not what I wanted. Though, to be fair, I don't normally play the game with the music on. That is for the benefit of not me. But since I'm not listening to other copyrighted stuff while I'm doing this for the internet, we get the game music. I can mostly do that in the castle too, but I'm not going to. There are a couple parts that make that harder. And since I'm going to leave and then come back anyway, I might as well spend the magic to actually be able to see where I'm going. I get faster, they dodge more. Does not add up. The top floor and the bottom floor, we get to see, unimpeded. And yes, the loot on the bottom floor does respawn. There are a lot of fake paths here. unsurprisingly. One of them was what was protecting the armor I'm wearing. This one can be done, this floor can be done entirely by thudding with no problems. The last two floors also. Ones in between are a little more complicated. This one has little pockets you have to avoid, so a little more complicated, but two-shotting the intermediate dragon. These guys are the simplest, but also the ones with the most hit points that reliably would do enough damage in a fight to lead to me needing to heal. Especially if I wasn't fully healthy when it started. They're still lasting. But slightly less so. And it adds up. Haven't had to use any resources yet. Like, I didn't have to use the light spell. I chose to. I might want to bring a torch. Just to have the magic. That's the first time I've been under 3 digits today. And now we're on the floors that are very direct paths again. this one just a straight line across. And then we're back into an area where we can see. And I'm not going to pick up the loot because I haven't had to use my herbs yet, and I am at maximum carrying capacity for them. Oh, which one is the key? I don't remember. Fuck. Okay, well. I get my key back, and I can get 2 herbs. So I guess I'll bounce around over here instead of walking up and down. Oh look, not a circle to run around. I am not going to jinx anything by saying anything that I know better than to say. Haven't seen a red dragon yet? Have I not seen a red dragon yet? I don't think I have. Saw the blue ones. I don't always see them on the way down. Yeah, you're a pain in the ass. I know. There you are. One of the riskiest inconveniences is being hit doesn't wake you up. So you can be asleep for a while. But yeah, they're the ones that give you the most short of the metal slimes. Okay. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. I know that top one is an herb, so just don't take that one. That's no. That can be sold, just don't equip it. Not that I need the money. The wings are a free trip back to the castle. Oh, look, more money I don't need. That's the one that gives me my key back. I'll use you, so I have room for you. Then go back to running back and forth instead of round and round. In and not a circle. The last time I was here was 23rd level, making 24th, and yeah, there is a noticeable difference in how this is going versus how it went then. That's the point of leveling. They do still have the capacity to fuck me up. The risk of it is just lower. The capacity for annoyance not as reduced. Oh look, I'm actually low on hit points. I could use herbs, but since I'm going to be leaving anyway, it doesn't matter that much. Also, I prefer to use the herbs when I'm in that gray area, and if I actually drop down to the... I could use a full heal more. Make use of the spell. That is not what I wanted to do. Damn it, stop doing that. Derpy motherfucker. Almost there. Okay. Well, doesn't matter what I fight now. I could go outside and walk back to the castle and level. I'm not going to. I'm going to have to... Okay. You get to do the job. That's fine. And I'll go outside. Oh, cast outside. Use the wings. Huzzah! Cool. Good, good. That's the leveling. I am at max level. I'm gonna get rid of that cursed belt. Not that I have room for the money, and I also don't have anything to replace because I didn't use it up. Sell for 0 money. Good job. Yeah. Those don't stack, right? Those don't stack. Yeah. Yeah. Just for the stuff that it helped to see. Because I still want to make sure I have all my magic for that fight. If I can. Speaking of magic, old man, for what I expect to be the last time talking to you ever. Yeah. I can, I just haven't yet. Tempting the fates is the job of all heroes. Sheesh. And I will go back outside with my own 2 feet. I get my save states here, because I do have multiples as backups in case. But that was my test stream. My grinding is done.